Package from China. Hey, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Wicked Gamer Collector. It's just awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video I wanted to talk about the PlayStation 1 Portable. Basically this is a PlayStation 2 Portable, but can also play PlayStation 1 like the PSP. But I just want to do this teardown video for you guys, just to show you what you're going to get. I'm just going to say up front, this thing is gigantic. With the price, but also with the housing itself. This quick PSP comparison, so you have more like an idea how big this thing is. So it can play PlayStation 1 games, so for the people who are just a big fan of PlayStation 1 and want to play on the original hardware, this is a possibility for you guys. Because, yeah, let's be honest, but you can use a Chinese handheld to emulate PlayStation 1 nowadays. There are a couple of versions out there that I must say that the emulation is pretty decent. Or you can use a PlayStation 2 Portable or PlayStation 1 Portable in this case. In the end, it's all up to you to decide what you want to do. I must say this thing is a little bit too expensive. I do like it that it's so big and it will be very comfortable in my hands. So it's another way to play PlayStation 1 games. But let's take a close look at the device itself. How is the quality and what are you going to get for the money? Alright, so let's unbox it together or unzip it together. So what are we going to get with this gigantic handheld? So this thing is fully made of plastic. So I don't know if it can survive a drop. So I'm very happy I'm going to get this protection case. Also it will be included with a USB thumb drive. If you're going to get the same version, that is something you need to ask the seller and not me. So as you can see, compared with my hands, that this handheld is just one big massive machine. Okay, what I think is really cool and also very convenient with my hand size, I really think it's a comfortable handheld to play. This sounds maybe strange because this thing is so big, but when you're holding the handheld you can reach the shoulder buttons very easily. The analog sticks are also very good positioned and feel very nice. Okay, so here you can see at the back there is a more like a PlayStation Vita ripoff, so kind of funny. So we can also say this maybe in PlayStation Vita XXL. So when you're ordering this device, you can get this thing in different colors. I think the basic color that you're going to get is the black version, and I asked him to make it the white version simply because I think it's pretty cool to have more like this black and white edition. But sadly, when you're looking at the quality of the shell and the paint job, it's not really that great. And especially here if you're looking at the side, I know this is not due of wear or something, this is just simply because the paint job is so lousy. You can see that the white paint is not covering the black shell, so that's quite a big bummer and it's already damaged over here. It's just not that great. What I do like about the device is that the analog sticks feels like a legit controller, and when playing with them it was very comfortable. Sadly, the other hand, when you're looking at the D-pad has a very strange travel. All the 4 buttons feel completely different in my opinion, and when you're playing you will notice that it doesn't respond that great like an original controller. So with the joystick it's great, but with the D-pad it is pretty shitty. And with the right side, this is exactly the same story. A great analog stick, but the buttons, they got a very nice touch. When you feel them, when you're playing them, it's going to be one big nightmare. So when you take a close look at the controls, it's not that great. You can see that this reset button is a little bit loose, and here having the select and start. The LED over here is an indication of the battery. And at the top we're finding the shoulder buttons, the buttons for controlling the display, input for USB and the power supply, and of course the on and off switch. So the shoulder buttons are 3D printed, and if you're looking at the touch, they are a little bit slightly different. I did do some modification of the casing itself because one of them was stuck. But they are positioned quite well and they feel very well when you're playing some games. For powering on, let's switch it on. And when it booted up, or the display itself, let's press the left button. The reset button is also the on and off switch. And it will boot up. And give you a quick example, how does the fan sound? You can hear it, but it's not really loud. But let's take a closer look at the display from the side here. And what you can see, it looks a little bit washed out in my opinion. So let's grab the console and let's put it on a different position. Now it looks slightly better. If you want to put in original aspect ratio, it's more like in television, so if you want to, you can put it in 4:3. And that is also for people who really like to have more like the authentic aspect ratio. It is possible with this display. And it's also pretty damn cool. When powering on the device itself, you can play PlayStation 2 games, but also PlayStation 1 games. So this makes this thing a PlayStation 1 portable. But nevertheless, let's take a closer look at this. OPL is a great way to play, also on your original PlayStation. And yeah, I think it's just pretty awesome. Let's take a close look at the games and how are they running. So the sound itself is okay on this handheld. I've heard much better, especially when you're having a beefcake, very expensive handheld. This thing needed to be premium sound quality, but sadly it is not. But this is what you're going to get. But the first problem I'm having with this handheld, and I think this is a common problem with all these things, and so far I read on the AliExpress feedback. As you can see, I need to press the buttons very hard. I'm not touching it, nothing works, you need to press it very hard and get some action. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the analog stick, because the analog sticks are just amazing on this thing. Alright, so you need to learn to play the game all over again. You know what, playing on this device, PlayStation 1, it's not bad at all. Yeah, this is what we're going to get, the shitty controls. It didn't spin. So a really big bummer that this game doesn't run perfectly. As you can see, it is really choppy. But why I think it's really just a big bummer, because this is a game that just uses both of the analog sticks. And it's just pretty cool to play it like this, but with a speed like this it's not good. But I just wanted to give you a quick look and to show you that not all of the games are running perfectly on this device. Oh man, so many good memories. I love this game so much. This is, by the way, my first PlayStation 1 game that I ever played on my PlayStation. And let's see if I can even play with this bad, horrible control system. The analog stick is not working. Oh. Oh. Oh, it runs really choppy. Big slowdowns. Whoop the resses. Just go down. Oh, here's the run button. And I must say the gameplay very well on the handheld in looking at the controls and how they are playing. This guy shooting at me. But you can see with a lot of games we're having struggling emulation and it is not that great. It's a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, you can see that it's just basically unplayable. Slow motion air type. But this game runs just perfect. Oh man, it's Paul again. With his stupid hair. Oh my. Go down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I win. Yeah. Oh, I didn't make the shoulder buttons. Man, you need to press the button freaking hard. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Here we go again. And he kicked my ass. Yeah. When you take a close look inside, you will see that these products are not made by a big manufacturer, and there's just a single person who made this on a couple of days or weeks. This is what you're going to get inside. The soldering is not the best I have seen, but I did see not a lot of hot glue, because I did see some fellow YouTubers made a video about this thing and it was just a hot glue nightmare. When you're looking at the PCB, that is controlling everything, the input and including the LCD, everything is made by a manufacturer. This is not something they created out of nothing. This is what you're going to get inside. I'm very curious if you can even fix the buttons, because I'm guessing they are not using original Sony components for that. Okay, so with this portable you can play PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. I think it's a genius way that they are going to put a real hardware in a portable device. I'm always fascinated that they're doing things like that. Sadly, if you're looking at the final product, it's a little bit bad compared with, say, like other companies who are making these devices. And also the price in combination with the quality is just something to cry for, simply because they needed to make this thing just perfect. For the money, there needs to be nothing to complain about. And with this, the buttons is just freaking a nightmare. Maybe in the future I can fix it up, but now for now this is what you're going to get. I want to thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit that little bell, and I will see you in the next video.